Hey guys and gals, remember the retro telephone by Lego Creator? This is set number 31174. Contains 383 pieces, I believe, and the set retails for $29.99. It was provided to me by the Lego Group for review. Thank you, Lego. And yeah, remember in the last installment we built this awesome light blue retro telephone, a rotary phone with a notepad and a pencil. And that wasn't too bad. That was a really fun build. Well, it's your lucky day because now we either are going to be building several different types of phones. Like this is a cordless phone, and this could be some old school flip phones and old school cell phones. We don't know. And I think today, let's see which one has the least amount of pages in it. This one's got 46, and this one here has 44. So they're tied. You know, let's do this one here. Let's do that one. Yeah, and I was pretty pleased with the build. So, yeah, we're going to be doing the alternative builds today. I got a big, large set I got to film after this, but I'm going to try to get onto these as quickly as I can. And today is the 20th of November 2025. Finished up my last day of work for a whole 11 weeks and some change. So, yeah, not too bad. And that's what we have left. That is what we have left today. And, yeah. Okay, let's begin. Let's build it. Let's pull all these out. This is how I built Lego when I was a kid, and I'm doing it as an adult. And, yeah, so, looks like we're just starting to build. Looks like just a regular old phone like a Nokia or something. I don't know. And one of the things I just got done with, well, last night or early this morning before work, is I got done with filming a tutorial. Haven't edited it yet, but I filmed it, which is good. And that's that. I filmed at least something. I'm working on a trailer project now. And in addition to the... Okay, we're going to start sorting things by color. Now, I didn't take these things apart. I may need them. In addition to that, I started one of my review offers. I have 48 sets coming in. I got one here now. It's a big one, so I'm getting that one done first. Uh-oh, we're going to have to take some stuff apart on this, because I need one of these. Well, it was bound to happen, so I guess we can rip apart the notepad. Take all that apart now. And yeah, I'll be ripping those stickers off when I'm done with this. Because 2x6 tiles I can always use. So, I've been just trying to wrap up work. I got it done. Got all my employee evaluations done, so I'm finished with that. And now it's time to play. You know, I am burned out, so now I gotta let my mind kind of thaw out here. But while we're thawing it out, we can build some vintage cell phones today. We'll save the cordless phone for later because there's some stories behind that one. But I remember back in the day, for those who are old enough to remember, I was fortunate enough to remember some of this stuff. Back in the day with cell phones, if you tuned your TV, and this is a knob TV, a rotary dial TV, anything past a channel 69 was cell phones. And boy, you'd hear some conversations on those. And usually about the channel 77, 78 would be the hot spot for such traffic to listen to. And yeah, back in the early 80s, early mid 80s, even late 80s, you'd pick up a bunch of stuff on there. And now there's nothing up there, it's all digital. But in addition, even police scanners could go that high until they were regulated by the government. Okay, now it looks like we're building some kind of a directional pad. I think that's what it is. But those were the days when everything was analog. It was simple. You know, especially for those who are old enough to also remember, because I've used one, is those big giant brick phones. I've even used a car phone. But you got to keep your calls short and sweet because they charged you by the minute. It was not cheap back then. So you just had to be careful on who you called and all that stuff. And cell phones were just basic, not like today. You know, you can't just go on there and take pictures, text message, and throw balls at fictional creatures. That kind of thing. But yeah, I've used a lot of these old phones. I still have a couple of them. I don't have a brick phone. Even if I did, it would practically be useless today. And I'm looking for another one of these in white. So what am I going to do? Start pulling out all the white parts here. Oh, there it is. We'd find it eventually. And then now this piece here goes right in here. All right. Boy, being a kid in the 70s and 80s was fun. Today, yeah, not so much. Of course, I'm older now, but you know. Why, now we have AI that does it all for us. And yes, if you hear anything in the background, we are getting rain today. I think they said we're supposed to get another ½ inch, maybe close to an inch of rain, depends on what part of the desert you're in. So hopefully we will not experience any flash floods out here. That's always a good thing. So maybe we will get lucky today and not have water coming in the house. It didn't come in the last time, so. Yeah, I'll tell you, I enjoy having that network tuner in my house where I can watch TV on a mobile device like a cell phone. You can't watch TV on these. You definitely can't watch TV on a Lego phone. And I've been kind of thinking about, since I have the house wired up for television as well as just with the network tuner, I may end up rebuilding that Lego TV. Or a different version of it. I don't have a building guide for that one, but I kind of want to take that I still got the guts from that old TV that I repaired, and I'm thinking about building a rough chassis that's scaled for Lego, and then be able to easily snap it into a Lego design or something, so I can come in and just build around it and stuff. But I got to think of how I want to do it. May want to get some sheet metal and press it and stuff and do that. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I really want to kind of just play around with something like that. It'd be kind of interesting to do. Now it looks like we're working on the upper portion of the cell phone, but that kind of thing. Alrighty. But yeah, I'm glad I'm off now. I don't have to do anything. Now I can slow down and just enjoy life. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know what? I have an idea that just popped in my head for a tutorial, not phone related, but sometimes that happens. And you know what happens when I have to do that? I got to stop and write that down. So let me do that. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, folks. I tell you, when you have an idea that pops in your head, write it down. I had a friend of mine that told me that, Jake, you got to write it down. You're going to forget. I thought, oh yeah, I'm not going to forget that. No, I forget. So yeah, I got to write it down. I'm getting older, my memory's going. Oh no, I gotta be careful. But yeah, I write everything down. It's just always the best thing to do it. So right now it looks like we're focusing on the sides of the phone. Trying to find some round plates here. Yeah, if I sound kind of whiny and stuff, I'm a little bit stuffed up. And oh yeah, these videos are not to be construed as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes, just so I can preserve the build and say that I built it a million years down the road. So they're not meant to be considered as such. But, well, I wasn't supposed to put that there. I can't remember. I don't think this one came with a brick separator or not. I don't think this one did. Well, one way to find out is look in the back of the book. This one doesn't show it. We'll do that. Let's get this part here done. Sometimes I get a little sidetracked on things. So yeah, my whole winter will be involved in reviewing sets. So what I'm going to do is what I'm doing now. I take a break from this one review that I'm doing. It's got 12 installments, so that tells you how big it is. So what am I doing here? I'm just doing some side builds right now. That kind of thing. Okay, it looks like now we're doing the top of the phone. So that restaurant build, it's put on hold, but now with Lego having released their Pick-a-Brick standard before the holidays, I gotta go and slurp up parts this week. And I have a friend of mine that says, you gotta go and buy stuff right now. You gotta get things right away before it goes away. I'm like, dude, work comes first. And now I don't want to look at a computer screen. So if I miss out, I miss out. I get a lot of parts from sets, so I don't really care. But I want to jump up on some parts because they may not be around. The way everything's going right now in the States, you don't know. You know. Well, okay, let's start sorting out all these light blue parts because I need a 1x1 slope, and it's going to be impossible trying to go through there. Oh yeah, since that store's open, I'm going to start grabbing a bunch of those for bedspreads. Okay, I found what I needed. Yeah, so I'm going to get some specialty parts to start building some more furniture and stuff. I think you guys and gals will enjoy it. Hopefully you will. And just have a little fun putting things together. That kind of thing. Is that black or... okay, it's dark gray. So that means no office work, no field work. I am going to relax and enjoy the now my holidays begin. So while some of you guys and gals are watching this, if you're in school, yeah, it's just like that with being an adult too. So I don't get summers off. And for holidays, usually if my bunch doesn't want to do anything, which usually is the case, I work those days. That means I get Christmas off. Okay, you do have to take apart the pencil. Because I need one of these. So let's put that in there. Let's take the whole thing apart while we're here. So yeah, pretty much I'm free now. I am free. That means that the only thing I have to worry about now is just relaxing. Okay. Trying to pick up the stuff with no fingernails, it makes it tough. So I'm trying to try my best here. I'm just sorting things by color. Because now I'm looking for one of those little ball joints. Oh, I see it. So that's how I do it. I just sort by color and these, and then And this goes on the top here like that. This could be a walkie-talkie too. Not too bad, huh? We're getting there. Just a few more parts. Alright, and then now we got to put the tile on the bottom. But at least know where that's at. And the colors we just sorted. There we go. Yeah, my mom liked the rotary phone. She's like, oh, I haven't seen one of these in years. I'm like, yeah, I haven't used one of those in years. But she was kind of amazed by that. She goes, you need to make a working one of those. I said, I have a converter in my house that you can hook up a rotary phone to a landline and still dial out. It converts the pulses into tones. So when you're done dialing your number, it'll send it out. So like if you hit 1, by the time it's done, it'll put it in this thing here, and you gotta be pretty quick on it. It's kind of not, you know, the whole thing there, but that's how it is. But it looks like that's done there. So we just managed to finish up this phone here. It's not like any phone I've seen. So it's just like one of the ones you'd pull out and make a phone call. You got the screen there. You can't play Pokemon Go or anything on that, but no, I mean, at least we got this one. I mean, it's not bad. It's a quick little build. Okay, now we're going to be moving on to, I think that's a flip phone. Put this one over here. So it's a collaborative build, and while I'm starting this one out, I want to thank everyone on my main channel for being contributors. That is always a big help, as well as my Patreon supporters, because that will go for new stuff for you. Okay, new stuff. And once I scrounge up some time, I will have some, I'll start working on the updates for the restaurant. It'll motivate me to make more tutorials for you guys. I want to thank everyone who purchases my building guides through Brickable. That's always a big help because, well, I can expand that library a bit more. So I always appreciate that. That means more you can build for cheap prices. I try to keep the prices on those very cheap because, you know, more about preserving my ideas than anything else. Yeah, and especially for you guys and gals who take the time to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. There's always ways to help. It's not like it's one and that's it. No, on this channel, there's plenty of ways to do things. Alright, so this is like we're just building part of the clamshell here. These type of builds are just goofy little builds. You know, they're just meant to be little time wasters. But you know, it's always fun to put things together and just spend time doing the stuff for the holidays. I didn't get a lot of views on that big giant Christmas tree, but I did get some honest comments though about a lot of people say they didn't want to spend that kind of money. You know, it's a bit pricey. Yes, I'm not going to disagree with you, but that tree was fun to put together, and it was a collaborative build. I think they were paying more for the designer box that it came in than anything. So where's that tree at now? It's on display. But the box that I'm storing it in, that's gone, because I'm not keeping the tree around. I don't have space for this stuff anymore. So the tree will be made into something else, maybe part of a forest. I don't know yet. I don't know. All right. Yeah, so I really don't have much to talk about. I just got the interviews done. You know, I didn't fire anybody or anything like that this year. It's always a good thing, because I like to keep a full staff. And in addition to all that, I know I got to do some work on my car. I got to fix the vents for the defroster and stuff, so that will be my outside job. And got to think of some other things to do. Since my bunch is not really going to be here during the holidays, except for my girl, we're going to do something fun. I saw it. I don't know where it went. I'm just trying to dig it out now, so I'm just trying to sort by color here. But I'm glad I get to share these ideas with you. I can't wait to get to that really big set. But I saw this down here on the floor, and I thought, okay, I need to start getting on these alternative models pronto. So that's what I'm doing right now. I knew I was going to find it eventually. It takes a while for me, but I'm finding this stuff. Matter of fact, my throat is even getting dry here. I've been fighting this little head cold for a while, and a scratchy cough, it's not a good combination, so I think that was probably one of my parting gifts from work. So that means now I won't have to worry about getting sick as much. Just sit back, relax. The only thing I have to get up for is appointments. So I know I go back to work sometime in February. So early February, early mid-February, but that's a long ways away now. But you know what? And here's the deal. When you're off work, for some reason, just like if you're in school and you take time off for summer, time just goes by so darn fast, you know? And by the time when you have to work, it just feels like, oh, okay, I got 10 months I got to work. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to be around for a while. Okay, so we're missing a pink tile. I know it was here when I built the set, but it could be... Oh, there it is. Let's see, because it could have rolled somewhere and I lost it. But the main model had all the parts, so that's all I'm worried about. So yeah, what am I going to do? Be lazy. Why? Because I deserve it. I work too hard. I'm going to slow down a little bit here. I'm looking for some profile bricks. Alright, here they are. Somebody asked me about my vision impairment. It's hard for me to see the lines like this until I rotate it like that. Horizontal, anything with the horizon I can see. So horizontal lines are easy, vertical lines are very hard. So like if I flip it like this, I can't see it. It just looks like a solid gray brick. When I go like this, I can see the lines. Yeah, I got to make an appointment with my optometrist. I got to get that going. I'm just waiting to hear from the DMV. Even if I don't have to go get a vision test and a driving test, I still want to get my my prescription adjusted. Do that. Hopefully I'll know by the end of Christmas. I said I want to. When it comes time to renew my license, I have to get it done lickety split, because sometimes they'll send it to you and you only got like less than 2 months to update everything and all that stuff. And two, I just don't want to go to the DMV, so I'm trying to find ways to get out of that. But there's no way to get out of it unless I don't want to drive a car anymore. That means I can't even get an ID. I hope they don't ask me to take my picture. I'll have to get a haircut. It's been like 5-6 weeks since I got a haircut, but you know, get myself all faded up and cleaned up a bit, and then I'm ready to go. But I don't know. It's a long ways away. And, okay, I see how we're doing. We're making it like a clamshell. All right. You start sorting stuff out by color, it makes it so much easier. Looks like the rain stopped. Oh no, what's next? The sun's going to peek out now. I'm trying to hide from the sun because I don't want to see it. I saw the sun like 3 days this week and it was enough for me because out here, if you're in the sun, it could be 30 degrees outside, but if you're in the sun, you better wish you're somewhere else because you'll sweat or worse, get a heat stroke. All right. Okay. And then now it looks like we put some tiles on here. Yeah, this phone is not a bad little project here. I'm hoping to have everything indexed here accordingly. I think they're mirrors, but the one thing I don't trust is creator sets because sometimes they'll change some stuff on you here and then you're kind of like, alrighty. Well, I'm trying to find a 1x2. Oh, I see the 1x2. I see the 1x4 there. At least I could see the lines like that. I can still see the studs. It's not like my vision. It's like this progress bar, that comes in razor sharp, but these lines here are kind of blurred out a bit. And then we install it on the phone. Like that. Yeah. It's not much of a flip phone yet, is it? Alright, now it looks like we're working on the top part of the flip phone here. But yeah, these type of projects, these are time wasters, but this one here, we're lucky because the secondary build here can be built by up to 2 people. You'll just have to fight over the building guide. Looks like I'm going to have to make a deposit and a withdrawal here. Yeah, this light royal blue is always a nice color for bottom of pools. When I was a kid, we had one of those above ground pools that had that same color of liner. So that's kind of like I try to use that color for swimming pools because it just feels more like summertime. This is a nice little spring summer set to put together because just the color palette is so nice. It's a nice color to mess with. Oh, let me read a comment. Somebody had asked me, am I going to hit the waves during my time off? That does sound tempting, so I may do just that. Hit the waves. Cowabunga, dude. We need a plate though. Oh man, I can't wait to go hit the waves, dude, and be all gnarly and stuff, and use the words like, so, and totally in the same sentence. But I don't do that anymore. Sometimes it slips out when I'm at work. But, that kind of thing. And hoping this video's under an hour here. They usually are. Except for the big ones that I've been doing. I think there was one that I edited. I think it was the reindeer. That was over an hour. I think the next one we're going to build on that one set is the bear. Yeah, there we go. We're getting somewhere, huh? And then now we finish that up. And now you have to flip it over like that. Don't you roll. Don't you dare do it. I have to get down there. I'm going to throw you across the room. All right. Okay. So now we're putting the back on the phone here. We're still building the top portion, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. How many of you spending Thanksgiving alone this year? That's always a bad thing to spend any holiday alone, for that matter. Somebody asked me if I was single and my parents were around anymore, would I spend it alone? I probably would, but you know what I probably would do? Is do a live stream or something. No, I don't do that. I'm not thinking about that because I always have something to do. Okay. Ooh, I had to pause the video or edit a part out. I was coughing up a storm. Hey, the beauty of YouTube is I can edit out the undesirable parts and keep the fun stuff in there. Yeah. And flip it back over again. So this one you got to do a lot of flipping over right now. And then yeah. Oh, and you're welcome, Janet. I think you were the one that said you were stuck on the wings on something. And you're welcome. And welcome anybody who gets stuck on something and actually help you out with it. I try my best. Okay, now it looks like this goes like that. So that's actually the inside there. Huh. Okay, you can't fold it in all the way. Just do it like that because it stops like that. And that's what they want there. And then they want you to fold it up like that. But if I fold it up, it's gonna snap in place. Let's make sure. So I guess it just keeps it from opening, huh? Like a snapping thing. So it tells you to close it up. Okay, now we're working on the other side of the phone here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of this stuff just flying around. But this type of set here, I'm really enjoying this here. The other one that I'm working on, it's a set. This is not a. This is a review offer. This is a paid promotional item. I'm not going to hide that there. But the next set I'm building, it's really fun, and I'm working on it. It's a very long set. I think I can't talk about it because I don't know when this one's going to be released, but it's really good. Really good. Some of you are like, oh, Jay, please tell us. I can't. I'm sorry, but it's a good one. It's really good. It's big and it's good. That's all you need to know. So you'll know when you'll see it up here, because right now I'm doing all the small stuff, the leftovers. Alright. Still haven't done the haunted house alternative builds yet, and that castle set. Those I think are going to have to be separate installments, but I will dump all those in a playlist eventually. And just to make it easy for you, the viewer, to find the parts, you don't have to hunt around my channel to find everything. That kind of thing going on, you know. Okay, now we got to piece this section together here, which means now I got to go through the blue here trying to find anything. At least it's a soothing blue, not, of course, any kind of blue for me is soothing. Alright, well, I found the tile that I need. Well, we need that later on. But I'm looking for that rounded plate thing that I had misplaced. It's kind of like, oh, there it is. And say it's kind of like that, but that's what I was looking for. And then this goes here like that. And then now we got to start putting in the tiles and stuff in here and get it ready to go. And then hopefully this one will be wrapped up here, because I want to get on this other large project. So today I'm just doing set reviews. What I'm going to do is try to film 2 or 3 installments in a day, including these. So like this counts as one filming right now. And the next filming will be the other set that I'm working on, and then I'll do more of that big set. So it just kind of breaks up the monopolist of trying to get them all done here quickly. I got a long time to get this other set done. I have like a couple of weeks, so that makes it easy for me. So I could take my time, but you get about 50 sets coming in. You're going to have to work quick. Close it up and set this in here. Make sure the hinge is on that side. We don't want to be making mistakes. And it shows that it's done. That's kind of cool, huh? Anybody remember these? And it's a little too small for my ear. It needs to be about that long, so it's pretty darn close. And that's it for the build. The only one I do not have is this little robot here. This one was okay, as well as this one. These animal figures are not really my thing. And that wraps up this build. Okay, Summation of Thoughts. While I'm picking this up, and that's not a bad build, but you do have to take apart all the other models to do that one, including the pencil and the notepad. But for me, though, it's not a bad project, and two, it's a collaborative build, so you can build this with a partner or a friend, brother, sister, or significant other, and all that stuff. And that's what we have remaining there. And yeah, cell phones. We'll save the cordless phone for later. But yeah, if you ever plan on building your other alternative models, I always recommend these plastic shoe boxes, or a paper one would also work too. And the thing about these is you can put a lid on them and keep the dust off your parts. But all around, though, I am pretty satisfied with this. Now, if I want to display these up here, I really can't. So when I do the picture on this, I'm going to have to do it like that. But they're nice little props. A child can easily play pretend with them. And this one here is kind of ugly looking. When it's closed up, it's not too bad. You know, it kind of reminds me of those little electronic pets you'd have. Kids used to carry around with back in the 90s, 80s and 90s. We'd have to feed the dog and stuff. And yeah, that's what those kind of remind me of. But yes, I've used phones like that before, and it's not a bad little project, especially taking down memory lane. These are pretty cool, especially with the color palette on this set. It's nice and soothing, nice spring summer colors. But tell me what you think of the cell phones. I mean, they look pretty cool for what they are.